Today's learning goal is I can figure out the missing number. Hi grade ones. Yesterday we were talking about balancing numbers. So we weren't balancing a scale to measure anymore. We're trying to get numbers that balance on one side that are equal to the other side so it stays balanced. We don't want a larger or a heavier number. We talked about that yesterday. I'm going to show you some slides now to get you thinking about it again. And then I'm going to come back and explain to you your work and a game that I want to show you. Balancing act and addition. We're dealing with pluses today. And here is that seesaw I'm always talking about, just like the line I draw and the triangle right in the middle that you balance on. Balance is when two sides are an even amount. To balance a number sentence, both sides have to equal the same amount. So here's a pan scale, a bit different than ours, but quite similar. And they're telling you 3 and 3. It's straight across, the needles lined up, 3 equals 3. And we also explored that with math. We know that if we had 3 of the same thing, it would weigh the same as 3 of the same thing. They would balance. Okay, now we have 5 on one side and 4 plus something on the other side. Now, do you know what goes here? I drew the hand because this 5 is a very friendly number. And this is one where I can just count on. I know I have 5 fingers. If I put down 4 of those fingers, I know that I have 1 left. So I'm pretty confident that it's 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Now I have 8 on one side and 4 plus something on this side. Now this one's not as easy to count on my hands. Maybe I want to try a number line as my strategy this time. So up here we have a number line. I'm going to start with 8. Here's 8. I'm going to count backwards 4 because I'm trying to figure out how to get to 8. So I'm going to go backwards 4. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I end up with 4. And I'm reminded, 4 plus 4 equals 8. I did actually know that because they're doubles. 4 plus 4 does equal 8. 2 plus something equals 7 because it's balanced. So what is this something here? Another strategy, which is like your worksheet today, I put 7 dots here. And how many? I already know about 2 of them. I know what 2 of them are. So how many are left? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 plus 5 will equal 7. And I am correct. 2 and 5 equals 7. And the scale is balanced. Oh, here's one. It says 10 is on this side. Here, it's 10. Something plus 5 equals 10. And I put all of our strategies here. We've got 2 hands. 10's a pretty friendly number. And maybe you already know each hand has 5. And you know that 5 plus 5 is 10. That's something you might already know. You can use your number line to check. Here's my number line. Here's 10. Now I need to find out 5 plus something is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it ends on 5, which reminds me that 5 plus 5 equals 10. Or I could try with my drawing. So I have 5 already, so let's get rid of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 remain. All 3 strategies tell me this number, this question mark, should be a 5. And it is, because a lot of us did know 5 plus 5 equals 10. Here's one if you do on your own. What do you think? 15 is equal to, or balances, to 10 plus something. What is this something? Did you say it? It is 5. 10 plus 5 equals 15. And you could have used any of the strategies to figure that out. On the slides, we had a scale, and there was one number on one side and something plus something on the other side. We know that where our triangle is is kind of where our equal sign would go, right, for a number sentence. So I do want you thinking about the fact we know this now. We know that it has to be the same on both sides of our equal sign. So I'm going to take away our balance. And I'm going to move the 10 a bit closer so we can see our number sentence together like this. And it says 5 plus something equals 10. We've done this a couple of times now. Do you know what it is? It's 5 plus 5 equals 10. I'm not going to show you a whole bunch of them. I showed you yesterday and we just did them in the slides. So I'm actually just going to show you now your worksheet. It's not too difficult, but they have an option for drawing circles and I'll show you that. And I'm also going to show you a game that I'm putting up because I think it's a nice game for today and it's really good practice for what we're doing. So let's go have a look at that. Your worksheet today looks like this. And again, if you have a printer, you could just write the answer down. So the first question here says 1 plus something equals 4. And the direction said, find the missing number. Color in the circles to help. So there's 4 circles for me here. I can see like this. There's 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I already know that there's 1 that's on this side. So I'm coloring 1 circle. How many circles are left uncolored? 1, 2, 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4. And remembering it's kind of like we have our seesaw point at where the equal sign is. So we don't need to draw the whole seesaw anymore. We want to make sure what's on this side matches what's on this side. I'm going to show you one more, but I don't want to give you too many answers for your work today. 2 plus something equals 5. So here's my 5 squares. It's already there. That's this number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've checked. 2. So 2 are colored in. 2 are already on that side of the scale. There's 1 colored in and 2. And then I can see really quickly how many are left. 1, 2, 3. I need to add those 3 to this side. And that's correct. 2 plus 3 equals 5. I do know if this were a scale, that would balance because it would be equal to 5 on both sides. So for your math today, you just need to find this number here, and coloring the circles might help you. Enjoy your math. I just want to quickly show you a game that I put in a link for today. It's from the Toy Theater website, and it's called Cavern. So I'm going to hit Start Level 1. There's a 10 frame at the top already, which I love a 10 frame. So you're the miner here, and you want to get across the jewels without hitting the bat. So you need to wait for the bat to go out of the way, and you click the jewel. And I can't go to this one right now because the bat's in the way, so I'll try this one. I'm going to get all of the jewels, and then it's going to ask for the math. It says, what is the unknown number to make the equation 2? 2, the green jewels, plus something equals 10. Do you know it right away, or do you need to count? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 plus 8 equals 10. Start level 2. We'll do one more. Oh, there's 2 bats now. But Ms. Egley's pretty good at this, so I can go a bit quick. I discovered if I go around the outside, I can get the jewels fast without hitting a bat. Here's my math. 1 plus something equals 10. So what's the missing number? I know it's 9. I'm going to click 9. And that's how you play that game. I'd love to see you play a couple rounds of that today as part of your work. Enjoy your math.